Hi everyone! Sorry I couldn't be in class tonight, but you get to watch me via video. So, I'm going to be doing the human resources portion for the I'm a Good Enough story. Basically just kind of giving you guys a perspective from a human resource. Well, giving perspective from human resources. So, the first slide that you guys are looking at, as far as administration and management functions, Ima is at work all the time. She makes great attendance. She, obviously is professional in her demeanor. Staying in compliance with the rules is not something that she likes to do. It could be to the fact that she's very old school and she, has tenured that due to the changes within the company. She just doesn't care to listen. So that definitely would need to be evaluated and attention brought to it due to her direct supervisor. She, she comes to work every day, she does her job, end of story. So from that aspect, she does good in her administration and management functions. She has a great job level skill set. There's just little things that do need to be approached and need to actually be taken care of. As far as her interpersonal skills, her judgment and decision making is probably not the best due to the summary of the story, which you guys probably have already heard. She does not work well with other people, so that would be something else that would need to be addressed because that can possibly create a hostile environment with her coworkers. Especially being in law enforcement, with communication being one of the main keys to everything, definitely want to make sure that she at least can work well with other people, because in some case somebody may have to back her up, and being in law enforcement, you need to make sure that that is something that's valued. Otherwise, you're losing value within the organization. As far as her individual attributes, as I said, she's always at work. She works all the time. She has a lot of old school techniques that she can bring in to apply to the current techniques. She needs to find a way to merge the two. If she's not up to the quality of the work that needs to be doing, or the work that needs to be done, it definitely needs to be addressed. As far as meeting deadlines, so on and so forth, she's great in an individual attribute. She's good at what she does. So the few kinks that need to be addressed would be addressed from a direct supervisor, which you guys have probably already heard from that perspective. Overall, she does a really great job in her position. There are certain few specific things that do need to be worked out, and that is all that human resources would be able to do as far as an evaluation. So realistically, the evaluation would be more on her direct supervisor, because whatever she's doing is going to represent how she's being managed. So whether that means changing up management or just evaluating her actual monthly or 6-month evaluations, it's definitely something that human resources want to do. As far as legal issues goes, which is the next slide, jurisdiction could be one of the legal issues that would come up for Ima. Court issues and organization accreditation. So with jurisdiction, she went outside of it. Because she went outside of her jurisdiction into a crime scene, that's a big no-no. So she could possibly be looked at as being terminated due to the fact that she was not within compliance of what the company says, and she knew full well that she shouldn't have been out of jurisdiction, and she also was out of communication to let people know where she was as well. With court issues, because she did basically walk into a crime scene, it is possible that it could create issues for whoever's on trial. Well, it could actually help them, but it could create issues as far as, her touching evidence, anything specific to that. It just leads to potential for court issues because she went into a crime scene out of jurisdiction. And then organization accreditation. The organization that she works for could possibly lose accreditation just due to the fact that they're going to think, they just let their people do whatever they want to do, and that's not specifically the case. It's kind of like one person spoils it for everyone else. So she does have potential legal issues that she has created for the company, and from a human resource perspective, those would be the 3 that would be a main focus. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask the team. Hope y'all have a good night.